Hello, everybody. Welcome to Aging Backwards with Cherie and Beverly. Hey, Bev.
Hey, Cherie, long time no see. I miss you. I miss you, miss you, miss you. I know you've had
Yes,
happening to you.
thank you. And we have been off for a couple of weeks because my dad has been in the hospital and I had to go help with his transitioning from breaking his hip and being in the hospital to the rehabilitation center. So it's been quite a ride. So we had to cancel one of our weeks and we are back at it again. And
Hi.
it,
Glad
it's
to,
going to be St. Patrick's Day.
yeah. So I'm glad you're back and your dad is on the way to recovery because I know you said he had a little surgery and he's
Mm-hmm.
road, but at least he's on the other side of that. So we're sending you prayers and love.
Thank you. You know, the aging process is hard. You know, when you have parents that are aging, you know, my mom's passed already, and even going through hers, and then now with dad, and he just diagnosed with lung cancer, and then he fell, breaking his femur. So yeah, it's a little struggle for them, and they bring us along for the ride. So, but our slide deck today is all about food dyes and St. Patrick's Day.
Next day. Yes.
So I'm excited to show you this because when I think about St. Patrick's Day, I also think about green beer
Yes.
and all the things that
All,
our group.
that's what I think about.
What do you think about?
All things Irish, good comfort food, great beer.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
all the money.
Oh, and all the food is delicious. All of it.
Yeah.
So those of you that don't know us, I'm Cherie Lynn. I'm a culinary nutrition expert, health educator, certified consistency coach at Cherie Lynn Inc. I'm the founder of The Exhaustion Fix. I help exhausted, busy women learn how to eat to help put their hormones in check so they can start to feel awake again and fit into those jeans in the back of their closet. I have a free guide called the Essential Energy Boosters. If you copy that URL and put that in the search bar, you can grab that for yourself for free. And it gives you some good tips to get your energy back. So, how about you, Beverly?
That's awesome. I would encourage everyone to go out and check that out because we are coming up on spring and we need this energy. So, hello again, everyone. I'm Beverly. I am a certified health and wellness coach. My company is Beverly Health and Wellness Coaching. I've coached clients who've lost over, well, I'll say up to 50 pounds. So some did over, but I'd say up to 50 pounds in the course of 1 year. So I specialize in working with women to elegantly transform through the menopause period in my holistic programs that are available online and individually, group settings as well. And my tagline is Step into Dazzling Health. And my website is listed there below at beverlyhillscoaching.com.
Awesome. I love your tagline. So, of course, we cannot go any further without our disclaimer. So, would you do the honors, Beverly?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So our disclaimer is as follows. This information is for educational and informational purposes only and solely as a self-help tool for your own use. We're not providing medical, psychological, or nutrition therapy advice. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat any health problems or illness without consulting your own medical practitioner. Always seek the advice of your own medical practitioner and or mental health provider about your specific health situation. So for the full disclaimer, the URL is listed there for you to drop into your search bar and look at in its entirety.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So, we want to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Go, please.
Yes. We wish all of you have a pot of gold at the end of your rainbow. We wish you success in anything that you're doing.
Absolutely. Well said.
So, here is a healthy and delicious shamrock shake recipe. Now, I wanted to put this on here because we are seeing the advertisements now for it doesn't matter which food chain it is. I mean, the McDonald's one is the one that comes to mind, first of all, not to single anyone out, but you know, they are good, they are tasty, but I just want you to remember that they are high calorie. There's not a lot of nutrients in there, and this would be a nutrient dense version, this Shamrock shake recipe with spinach and bananas, and you can add peppermint. It still tastes really good. A sprinkle of cacao nibs on top, some vanilla protein powder. It Try it. I think you'll really like it.
Packed with a lot of energy, all the good stuff that's in there. The banana, which has that potassium, and the mint gives it that little pop. And then if you
Mhm.
protein protein powder, that's a lot of energy boosting ability, and it's very nutrient dense. And I would encourage people to go with that version over the sweeter, heavily calorie laden ones that'll have you having a crash after you partake in one. I don't see how a person can manage to drink those big old sugary drinks without like crashing.
Well, and this is going to be creamy with the oat milk and the yogurt, and it's just going to be so much better for you.
Mhm.
So go ahead and give it a try.
Something good for your body for St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely. So sometimes in our lounges and our work areas, people will bring in their lovely treats or their cutout cookies. I love cutout cookies. My grandma's got the best recipe for famous cutout cookies. But also look at all the icing and the powdered sugar, and just think of the energy crash that you're going to have later. But the one thing that I also see in this picture is that green dye. And
Yeah.
I kind of talk about that because I did an intolerance food test one year, and that's what came back on mine was the red number 40 and the green number 3. Because I was trying to figure out, why am I so inflamed all the time? What is causing this? And it was the food dyes.
Yeah.
So
A lot
we
of.
go,
Mhm.
go ahead.
I was just saying that they're hidden in your packaging. You have to make sure to look at your packages to identify it.
And then when we go to maybe a little festival around St. Patrick's Day, which I've attended in the past, and we have all of this green beer flying around, it's just, here you go again. So the food dyes are chemical substances that were developed to enhance the appearance of food by giving it artificial color. So I just want you to be aware when I put this slide together that like red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, they can contain some things that have been known to go towards the cancer causing side. So the carcinogens and all of these things found in the food dyes, just want you to realize and start looking at the labels, even like your nacho chips. Look at the labels. It's a red and yellow together make the orange, the green, you're gonna it's a mixture of some of these food dyes to get the colors that they want. Some of your drinks, your energy drinks and things that you have, and you have all of those colors and all of those artificial flavors, and that can do, some detriment to your body.
Right.
So
And
the
a lot
last two,
are marketed at kids because you have those like frothy, icy drinks that have that blue color, purple color, and it's just nothing but those dyes in there that are causing some health problems for a lot of our kids.
absolutely. Yep. And the gut problems, that's like your second brain. So a few other dyes are approved in some countries, but banned in others. So like green number 3, also known as fast green, is approved here by the FDA, but it's banned in Europe.
Mhm.
And then there's some others that are banned there, but
Use them here in the
or
US.
they're acceptable there, but banned here. So you have to just like look at your labels, figure out what you want, maybe take an intolerance test, see what the sensitivities are. Just look at your own health and really, take your health as the number one goal, right?
Appropriately, knowledge
So
is power.
knowledge is power. It is. So allergies, sensitivities, and intolerances, like I said. Now, I also teach school, and sometimes we have some children that have some behavioral problems. some hyperactivity, some learning problems. Some of that can be led back to the artificial food colorings and preservatives in the food as well. And when we have even some of our autistic children, the parents have looked at, what are they eating? What is setting them off?
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you want to touch on that, Bev?
And I know that at one point, and I don't know if this is still the case, I don't have kids around, so I can't speak to this exactly, but there were concerns about the kids who were taking some of the medications that had some of these dyes and like some of the liquid elixirs that they would take for fevers or coughs or something, they had some of these dyes. And so just make sure you look at your packaging and find out like if these are identified, and have a conversation with your doctor to find out if there's another alternative rather than taking something that has some of these dyes in there.
That's a good point because when you think about it, and we've mentioned the drinks and of that, um, you don't think, okay, what about their medicines? What about the vitamins?
Yeah,
They're all those pretty colors.
yeah,
All
exactly. Hmm.
some of the chewables, you have to be so careful in what's in them, and even the preservatives in the other foods. So, you have your yellow number 5 that's associated with behavioral changes, including irritability, restlessness, depression, difficulty with sleeping. I have kids at school every day that tell me, I'm so tired. It's the morning, and they're like, I'm tired. I'm like, we just got here. We just started,
And the
you
kids
know?
so full of energy. Yeah. And I know
Yeah.
there's a concern with like the macaroni and cheese that some mothers got together. This was like years ago, and they went up against one of the large food manufacturers to get that yellow dye taken out of this macaroni that their kids were having so many problems around. And they actually were able to have that heard and to have the companies to remove that because they were losing, profits from that. Mothers were not wanting their kids to consume this, where over in Europe, they had already taken out of their macaroni. So this is something
Hmm.
numbers when you're aware and you voice your concerns that the industry will listen to you and follow.
Yeah. And it's interesting when another country won't allow it, but then we'll give it to our children here. And yeah. So like yellow number 5 has also been shown to cause hives and asthma symptoms as well. That's and it can be difficult sometimes to figure out what is the source of the hives? What is the source of the asthma? But if you just start eliminating a couple of these things, you can do an elimination diet.
Right.
You know, you don't need all of these colors anyway, so just get rid of them. You don't need any of these.
Only for eye appeal.
It's not even for taste, right? So there are 6 artificial food dyes that are approved by the FDA and the EFSA. The red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6 are the most common. So these are the 6 that I list here. Um, they give you different colors and it tells you even what they are in. So you can even screenshot this if you want to have this slide on your phone in your gallery, your
Right.
photos, then you'll know where to get it from. So just think of all of those little candies and stuff that have
And
all
this is like a kid's like dream. They're so drawn to these vibrant colors. And this is one of the reasons why the companies have been successful in selling some of their products is because they appeal to the kids.
right. And without even naming companies, just think of your cereals. Think of, your popsicles, your the advertising that is done. Now we have not just St. Patrick's Day, but Easter's around the corner.
Right? More
You
color.
know,
Guys.
Easter is around the corner, and the only colors that I want are on beautiful little dresses, you know, flowers.
Right.
So the best way to remove artificial food dyes from your diet is to focus on eating whole unprocessed foods. So here are a few foods that are naturally dye free. So if you just go back to natural,
Right.
you're going to go without all the food dyes. And Beverly and I are both in the weight loss area for our health coaching businesses. And that's exactly what we tell everyone is to go back to the earth, the diet that,
Food is,
our ancestors ate. So anything you want to say on that last slide there, Beverly, that I
getting back to how you're eating, food is thy medicine. So if you go to nature and get things in its pure form, then this is going to feed your body what it needs to be vibrant, to give it energy, to sustain the level of the lifestyle that you have. But once you start pouring in these processed things that are void of nutrients, and you'll find yourself unable to get through a day, or you're introducing these dyes that are causing some type of reaction. So always try to look at your packaging, purchase things and consume things that are in their most purest form from nature. So that's my soapbox. My programs are about holistic, the mind, body, soul, the whole package. So try to be mindful of that, and you will get so many benefits from that in the long run.
perfectly said, Beverly. And my program is the Exhaustion Fix, which is a 12-week get your energy back, lose weight. But one of the things is we cannot fuel our body by eating all of those preservatives and processed foods. We need to get nutrient dense foods that are going to nourish our bodies to give us energy, that is going to balance our hormones so that we can sleep through the night. We don't have the afternoon sluggish time, the cravings, the nighttime cravings. So, and if you realize from what Beverly and I just said, it goes full circle.
Mhm.
And especially like Beverly's in the menopause um with the women this age, our age, and I have like a wider span, but as you age, you need the nutrients. And
Yes.
you need that because otherwise your body's going to start aging, it's going to start decaying, things are going to start rotting because you're not moving, you're not supplying the nutrients. So it all goes full circle. We
Mhm.
need energy to continue on.
Right.
So here's our reference page. Healthline.com, if you ever need to look something up, is a great resource. So if you ever want to get a hold of me, my company is Cherie Lynn Inc. and Beverly is Beverly Hills Health and Wellness Coaching. Sorry, I stumbled my words. So do you want to do this one, Bev?
Yeah, so Cherie and I love to hear your comments, suggestions. Our platform here, we're wanting to support you in your health and wellness goals. So if topics of interest that you like, things you want us to research, we love doing a deep dive on research. That's like one of our biggest joys every week, is trying to decide what topic are we going to go in and dive deeply into. And we have a litany of videos where we've just been so interested in learning more and also using the mechanisms firsthand. We did a lot of things with like Eastern medicine. We've tried acupuncture, I did cupping. So we did the research for it and then we went and tried these things. So if you have something of interest, let us know. We're here to support you on your health journey. So we have our YouTube page. We ask that you would like, subscribe, and share this with those that are in the field of health and wellness in the most healthy way possible. So we want to thank you for being here and watching and invite you to come back next time.
Yes, and we hope that you find that pot of gold for each of you in your health. And again, get a hold of either one of us if you need anything. Again, I'm Cherie Lynn Inc. My Instagram is there, my Facebook page. My Facebook group is Overcome Extreme Fatigue with Cherie Lynn. I run a challenge every week. This week is going to be my foam rolling challenge. And I have a wonderful guide for them to an introduction to foam rolling. So sometimes we have a walking challenge, sometimes we have a food related challenge. So come on over, and if you need to get energy and just get, some vibrance back, come on over and join. And then you can also get that essential energy boosters guide there.
Yeah. Cherie, you do amazing work on your Facebook group. I'm popping in from time to time, and your challenges like amazing. So I would encourage
Thank you.
Cherie's Facebook group. She's got hundreds of people in her group, so please check her out. And again, I'm Beverly. I thank you for being here. My company is Beverly Hills Health and Wellness Coaching, and my tagline is Step into Dazzling Health. So you can reach me at my Facebook page, Instagram. My website is beverlyhillscoaching.com. I also have a free downloadable ebook, which is entitled 6 Ways to Bust Through Belly Fat. So if there's anything that Cherie and I can do for you, we are here to support you on your health journeys. And again, we ask for you to subscribe and share our channel, which is Aging Backwards with Cherie and Beverly.
All right. Thank you so much for joining and watching us. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.